Hello, I'm Nirvar Khalsa. This is Yoga for Relaxation. Come on, sit down on the floor and let's do some yoga. Come sitting comfortably cross-legged and bring the chest up high, have the lower back tucked in, shoulders are rolled back and down, and chin level to the ground, slightly tucked in. Now place the palms together to balance out the left side and the right side of the body, the moon side and the sun side. And now place the base of the thumbs against the sternum. A little pressure there will help you to concentrate. Now gently close the eyes, focus at the brow point, 1/2 inch up from the eyebrows, 1/2 inch out from the forehead. Okay, we'll use our tune-in mantra now, Ong Namo, Gurudev Namo. We'll chant this mantra 3 times, taking a deep breath through the nose for each repetition. But for now, center yourself, bring your thoughts to this time and this place. Feel comfortable, alert, yet relaxed. Now inhale deeply. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. And exhale, relax the breath and relax the hands down. We use the tune-in mantra really to ensure that we have subsequently the best experience so that you can really draw on your inner strength and your inner knowledge, and also you can open yourself up in receptivity to information coming in that you can integrate as well. So let's do our warm-up stretching series now. Stretch the legs out in front of you. And hold on to the left leg, foot close to the chest, keep the shin parallel to the ground, and now gently roll the ankle. Other side. Remember, this is gentle warm-up stretching. Left knee across the chest to the right shoulder now. Just really take it easy. It's just to warm the body up, get the energy moving. Other side. Butterfly. Hold on to the toes, lean forward, but keep the head up. Now, left leg out in front, right foot against the inner thigh. Reach down and catch something. It can be the shin, the ankle, or the foot, keeping the knee relatively flat. Other side. Okay, now keep this leg out in front and place the left foot by the left hip with the top of the foot on the ground. And lean back on the hands with the knees together, about equal weight on the hands. Switch. And switch again. This time lift the left hip Keep the shoulders back, equal weight on both hands. Other side. Now, butterfly. Keep the soles of the feet together, and now lie down flat on your back. Just let gravity pull the knees apart, have the arms by the sides. Okay, knees up, feet flat, lower back against the carpet. Now cross the left leg over the right. Bring both knees down to the left side of the body. Switch, right over left, knees to the right. Okay, knees up, feet flat, hands in a basket behind the head. Lift the head up off the ground. Feel the stretch in between the shoulder blades and behind the neck. Head down. Keep the hands behind the head, elbows against the ground, shoulder blades together, chest high. Now legs flat. Stretch the arms up overhead on the ground. Stretch up. Point the toes away from the body as well. Now knees to the chest, head up, nose between the knees, hands on the shins. Rock a few times on the spine and rock up. Come on up into cow pose now. Up on the hands and knees and arch the head back, spines pressed down. Now arch up cat. Chin on the chest, push up through the shoulders. Now come out of position. Sit cross-legged. Hands in a basket. Stretch up, push out, invert the grip to about a 60-degree angle to the body. Push out through the shoulders. Straight up. Okay, now catch the right hand, lean left and pull left. Other hand, other side. Straighten up, right hand on the left elbow behind the head. Other side. Now hands in a basket behind the head, elbows back, chest out. Relax the arms down. Right hand on the left elbow now, stretch the arm across the chest. Other side. Relax the arms down. And now gently roll the head in a big, slow circle. Reverse. Now bring the head upright. Now you remember this. Lion face. I'll count it down for you. 3, 2, 1. Do it. Good. Now lion face is really good for clearing the throat and for opening up the face too. Sometimes there's a lot of different muscles in the face that you don't use, but you use a few more of them that you don't regularly use during lion face. It's also particularly good during cold and flu season. You can do lion face anytime for a few seconds, morning, evening, afternoon, while you're driving your car. However, be a bit discreet. Some other drivers might misinterpret your actions. I'd like you to feel comfortable doing yoga, by the way, simply because you've discovered an activity that you can do for your whole life. And the sooner you can get into a comfort zone about your practice and develop some self-confidence about how you're doing the postures and the exercises that we do, the better off you'll be, because you can get really a lot out of it, when you have that self-confidence in the practice of yoga itself, right? Yoga, in a word, is union. Yoga, in a word, is balance. And we actually are practicing so that we can achieve those states, right? No one's a perfect yogi at any particular time. Every body's a little bit different. People have different body dimensions, different weight, different ages. And yoga is so vast that as your needs change, as you age, as you gain weight, as you lose weight, as you go through childbirth, as, all these changes occur. When you're athletic and maybe a little bit more sedentary, you can always adjust your practice of yoga and the kinds of exercises you do so that you can still get that rejuvenating and relaxing effect from yoga and, renew that sense of vigor and vitality and, maintain that inner sense of calm and peacefulness within. And you can just change the kinds of exercises, how long you do the exercises, and modify them a little bit, as you become more experienced in your practice. So, for instance, right now, you may think that you have to be or you should be a certain way. 2 words in the English language that need to be eliminated: should and try. When people say, I'll try this, it usually means they have no intention of doing it. And when they should do it, they're thinking not about themselves and what they want to do, but about what someone else expects from them. Now, I'm doing my best to show you the correct way to do these postures, instructions from my teacher, and also my over 20 years experience in teaching. However, you can modify these a little bit, and your experience is your own. That's the unique and wonderful thing about yoga. First of all, that it affects you so profoundly for such simple things that we do. And the second thing is that your experience really counts, right? It's what you get out of it that really matters. For instance, we may be sitting and meditating or doing a pranayama, concentrating on a mantra, and all you can think about is Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not that you're not supposed to be thinking about Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd. You are thinking about Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd, and that's okay. Now, when you realize you're thinking during meditation about Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd, then you can move on to something else, but that's okay. Now, also during these exercises, you think to yourself, well, gee, these things are supposed to make me feel good, and, it just doesn't feel comfortable during this particular position, or I did this particular technique and it just made me mad as a hornet's nest. And every time I stretch this certain way, I start thinking about, some part of my childhood that I don't want to remember. All those feelings are okay too. Honor your feelings, right? And also, as you're going through the exercises, just note them, kind of jot them down. How does this feel to me? What What kind of emotions are coming up? How is this affecting the physical body? Just so that you can learn more about yourself. Because a lot of yoga is heightened body awareness. The effects of yoga are giving you a heightened body awareness, and just general overall self-awareness about what you're doing and what kind of progress you're making, and assisting you in making that kind of progress in your life. Now at the end of class though, let that all go. That's another wonderful thing about yoga, is we take that deep relaxation at the end, and you have the opportunity to release all that, all those Bugs Bunny, all those Elmer Fuds, all those childhood stuff, all those annoyances, and to really allow yourself to relax and take that deep, peaceful rejuvenation. So, what we're going to do today is a bit more stretching, and I'm going to introduce a Kriya to you, which is a concentrated form of yoga. Right at the end of class. We'll do that right before our relaxation. So first of all, what I'd like to do is some slow, deep breathing. We've practiced slow, deep breathing in and during the exercises and by itself. And at the end of last class, we did a little bit of alternate nostril breathing, where we're breathing just through one nostril or through the other. Now remember, the whole left side of the body is the moon side. The whole right side of the body is the sun side. Okay, on my moon side here, I've got Gary. On my sun side here, I've got Maisha. And so you can think about that, right? When you're seated at a table, oftentimes you relate more to your left. You tend to look and go to your left. To your right, it tends to be a little bit more taken care of, right? That's kind of interesting. You always go towards, since the moon is receptive, it's your inner side, it's your emotional side, it's your true side, you tend to automatically go in that direction. Where your right side, your projected side, is kind of your act. It's down pat. It's what you've trained yourself to do and project. It's your sun side, your projective side, and that's taken care of. Now, with slow, deep breathing, when you breathe only through your left nostril, you will access your right brain hemisphere, and vice versa. Breathing through the right nostril will access the left brain hemisphere. So just by breathing slow and deep through the left nostril, after a certain point, you get more brainwave activity in the right hemisphere, and after a certain point, entirely in terms of time, probably after it's somewhere between 7 and 11 minutes, you tend to really live in that hemisphere. Now, the right hemisphere kind of makes you more creative in your thinking, a little bit amorphous and circular in your thinking, and in left nostril breathing, it allows you to kind of chill out and relax a little bit. Right nostril breathing stimulates the left brain, and you'll be more logical in your mental activity and the way you view things. You want to kind of project more, and it's a heating breath, right? It makes you more projective. So what we're going to do right now is just a little bit more slow, deep breathing, so you can practice that diaphragmatic breathing technique and hitting our target rate of 4 to 6 breaths a minute, where you get that relaxation response in the body, and you tend to use more of your intuitive capacity through the stimulation of the higher glands, pituitary and pineal gland. And we'll do it through left nostril first of all, and then we'll do it through the right nostril. So sit up tall, and now close off the right nostril with the fingers or the thumb, and close the eyes, and I'll guide you through a few breaths. We'll do this for probably about 1 minute on each side. So inhale deeply through the left nostril. Exhale through the left nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. Exhale through the left nostril. Continue. Make this breath very slow, deep, and complete. When you inhale, the diaphragm relaxes down and out. You inhale into your upper chest. When you exhale, upper chest falls, and then the navel point diaphragm comes up and in at last. Make this breath very smooth in transition. In other words, don't hold the breath in or hold the breath out. And as you're doing this left nostril breathing, since it's your moon side, think about the moon as it appears when it's full on a cloudless night, how those soft, pale rays soften and illuminate the landscape. Feel as though you're bringing those soothing, cooling rays into the body, helping yourself to slow down, cool out, and relax. "30 seconds more. Very good. Switch hands, switch nostrils, and continue now. Slow, deep breathing through the right nostril. Inhale through the right, exhale through the right. This is sun side breathing. In your mind, see and feel the sun as it appears. Summer solstice, high noon, cloudless day. Those hot, energetic rays, bring them into your body, energizing every cell. "30 seconds more. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Okay, relax the hands, stretch the legs out in front of you, shake out the legs a little bit. Remember, if you're having difficulty sitting, you sit, the knees come up like this. Sit on a little bit of pillow so you can elevate yourself so you feel comfortable sitting cross-legged. Okay, let's do some stretching now. Stretch the left leg out in front of you, right foot against the inner thigh. Keep this foot square to the ground, the knee relatively flat. Reach down and catch something now, either the shin, the ankle, or the foot. Now stretch forward and then down. Hold this position now and do slow, deep breathing. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Remember, we like to stretch in plateaus. In other words, get comfortable where you are. As you feel the body relaxing, then stretch a bit more in that direction of forward, then down, and then hold that position. Use the breath to help yourself to relax. Now, everyone modifies yoga postures because every physical body is different. From the yogic point of view, there are 108 main yoga postures. There's probably 12 variations of each. So feel good about what you're doing. You may not be happy at this time with the kind of flexibility that you have, but that flexibility will come with time. And you're really getting a lot out of an exercise like this, no matter how flexible you are. You're helping to relax those big muscles in the legs, stretching out what the yogis call the life nerve, which is the sciatic nerve, which helps make you lively, full of energy, and stretching the back as well. Just take it easy, take your time. 30 seconds more. Inhale. And exhale, rise up slowly and switch sides. Same thing on the other side. Set yourself up. Stretch forward then down. Hold on to something. Hold the position with slow, deep breathing. It is normal if you haven't done much stretching or you're new to stretching in yoga, that one side will be a bit more flexible than the other. It's just interesting to note. It will even out after a while, but also you're flexible at more or less flexible different times of day, different times of life. So it's always best to not have a preconceived idea about what you can do. Just to really go into it fresh and new. Stay in the present and do your best for how you are right now. Thirty seconds more. Inhale. And exhale, slowly rise up. And now come into butterfly pose. Soles of the feet together, hold on to the toes. Back is straight, lean forward, keep the head up. And hold this position now with slow, deep breathing. This exercise is good for the lower back, for the hips, and for what the yogis call sex nerve, runs in the inner upper part of the thigh. It's always best if you can keep the eyes closed during these exercises. So establish in your mind and to your satisfaction by watching us that you're doing what we are doing. And then gently close your eyes and just listen to the music, listen to my instructions in voice, and then feel what's happening from within. And exhale, slowly rise up. Okay, cross the legs now, hands on the shins right above the ankles. Let's flex the spine. We'll inhale up, we'll exhale back, keeping the chin level to the ground. Hands on the shins right above the ankles. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Inhale up, chest high, chin level. Exhale, collapse the chest, roll out from the hips. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. Continue. This is a wonderful exercise for loosening up the lower back. We're doing exercises this whole semester in the range from 1 to 3 minutes. We're going to do this about 90 seconds. If you really like one of these exercises, like spine flexes, go ahead and do it by itself, out of the set of exercises that we're doing, out of sequence. This is a great exercise to do, by the way, in front of a mirror, looking at yourself, especially in the face and the eyes as you're doing the exercise, because it really gives your own self the message that you're doing something good for yourself. And your energy pattern, mental and otherwise, will change just right after 3 minutes with this exercise. You'll get more of those brain waves associated with being calm and relaxed, delta, theta waves. Okay, 30 seconds more. Inhale up and exhale. Good, relax the breath and straighten out the legs out in front of you. Okay, Gary, could you switch around, get your feet going the other way, because we're going to do a half spinal twist and I want you to be able to see this from every angle. We did this last class, and so bring the left knee up, cross it over the right leg. Bring the left hand on the ground all the way left down behind you. Take the right arm and wrap it around the outside of the thigh, or at least hold on to the knee of the left knee. And straighten up, turn the head all the way to the left. Keep the chin level to the ground. Hold the position, slow, deep breathing. One more minute. This particular posture is good for the spine, good for the nerve channels that run on either side of the spine, called Ida and Pingala, that relate to moon and sun side. It's also good for the shoulders and the hips. On different days, you'll feel these exercises in different places. Sometimes you'll feel this exercise in the upper back, sometimes you'll feel it in the hips, depending on what needs to be stretched at that particular time. Good. Inhale. And exhale, slowly untwist. And then let's set ourselves up on the other side. This time bring the right knee up, cross it over the left leg. Right hand on the ground all the way right down and behind you. Left arm around the outside of the thigh. Straighten up. Chin level to the ground, turn the chin all the way to the right. Hold the position. Slow, deep breathing. "30 seconds more. Inhale. And exhale, slowly untwist. Good, and now sit cross-legged. Probably noticed that we're all wearing loose, comfortable clothing. There's really no special clothes to do yoga in, as long as you have freedom of movement. Natural fibers are always nice because they create less static electricity. It's one reason why we're sitting on these wool blankets. It not only creates a little extra padding, but also is insulating, and natural fibers tend to kind of feel better as you're doing yoga. Feel free to kind of adjust the height and of your padding. You can have really thick padding or really thin padding, depending on what you need. You also have probably noticed that we've got our socks off. It's not that we don't get cold feet. We do get cold feet. It helps if you kind of tuck your feet underneath you when you're sitting cross-legged. But it's best to do yoga with your socks off because of nerve endings in the feet. Later on in the semester, we'll do foot massage or reflexology, and that will really illustrate to you why that's so. But it's really the best way for energy exchange is to have the hands and the feet uncovered. Okay? We're going to do a sit-up exercise now, which is a little bit like gym class, but this is a yogic sit-up. It is for strengthening the abdominal muscles, and also for, which is very important for back health as well. It helps to keep your lower back in place. It'll also prepare us for our next class because we're going to do work on the lower part of the body and do some exercises that take some more abdominal strength. So between now and the next class, do these half sit-ups at home by yourself. At least do that so that you can have a bit more abdominal strength for what we're going to do next class. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate this. First of all, what you're going to do is you're going to lie down flat with your knees up. You're going to have your hands behind the head in a basket just to support your head and not actually to help you with the movement, because we really want to isolate this sit-up right in the abdominal area. Then what you're going to do is you're going to plant your lower back flat against the carpet. You're going to lift your head up so the chin is down towards the collarbones, and you're going to open your eyes so that you're looking through your knees. All right, that'll keep your head in the proper spot. Okay, this is the inhale position, and what you're going to do is exhale to an 8 count and curl up. All right, just to a point where above your shoulder blades where you can feel yourself beginning to quiver a little bit, and you tighten your abdominal muscles, and then you'll inhale back to an 8 count. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tighten. And then you inhale as you go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? We're going to do half a dozen of those right now. The most you need to build yourself up to do in these is 15. You can add 1 a day if you want. But let's do that. Okay, guys? Down. It's sit-up time. Yogic sit-up time. Okay, knees up, hands in a basket behind the head. Okay, plant the lower back flat. Lift the head up off the ground, tuck the chin in to the collarbone. Eyes open, sight in between the knees. Okay, in this position now, first of all, take an inhale. And now exhale, curl up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tighten. And now inhale as you go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now continue. Do 5 more. Concentrate on the abdominal muscles and the navel center point, which is your energy center, as you do this exercise. The navel point resides a chakra, or an energy center, called Nabhi chakra, which is your energy center. When you're done with these sit-ups, then go ahead, straighten out the legs, lie down flat on your back. Okay, good. Okay, now roll over onto your stomach and you guys scoot around so that your head's facing up this way. We're going to do something called bow pose. It's another back bending posture. It has similar effects to cobra pose, and it's good for the whole spine. Opens up, will stretch out these abdominal muscles the other way. Opens up the chest, great for the area in between the shoulder blades. Also stretches out the thighs and the hips, stimulating sex nerve. So have the chin on the ground. And now reach back and catch the tops of the feet or the ankles with the hands. If you can't reach your feet with your hands, then you can hold on to your pants, or you could use a towel. You could wrap a towel around your legs and hold on to the ends of the towels with your hands if you need to. Now what we're going to do when I give you the go-ahead is bow up. You're going to lift the chest up off the ground as high as you can with the chin up and back. And then you're going to push out with your legs and pull in with your arms, keeping the elbows straight. And what that dynamic tension will do is it will lift your chest up a little bit higher, and hopefully will lift your thighs up off the ground as well. The knees can be as wide apart as you like with this, by the way, as well as the feet. And then we're going to hold that position for about a minute with slow, deep breathing. Okay? So arch up into bow pose now, and slow, deep breathing. Hold your arch. You feel a lot of pressure on the knees with this posture. You can let down a little bit. But otherwise, just keep a good arch. 30 seconds more. Good work, you've done it. Inhale, arch up. And exhale down. Very good. Legs together. Turn the head to the side. Have the arms by the sides. And rest just a moment. Okay, good. Push yourself up into baby pose now, up on the knees and heels, sit on the heels. What I want you to do is stretch the arms out in front of you now and place the palms together with the edges of the hands on the ground. But stretch out through the shoulders, have the forehead on the ground. Now if you've got a lot of extra weight, especially around your middle, you can have your rear end up a little bit higher and you can rest more on your forearms in this position. Normal breath. Okay, good. Slowly rise up now, out of position, and sit comfortably cross-legged. We're going to do a Kriya now, and this is called Sat Kriya. You can see how it's spelled up on your screen. And Kriya is a complete action. It's one exercise or several exercises that usually include a mudra, some kind of breathing technique or a mantra that has a concentrated effect in a very short period of time. It's a lot like reconstituted lemon juice, right? This Sat Kriya is the king of all Kundalini Yoga Kriyas because it does so much for you in a short period of time. What we'll do is we'll balance your energy centers or chakras. It will tonify the sexual system. It allows you to detoxify the body, especially from drug usage, and just generally speaking, kind of lifts you up. What I use this Kriya for, and I've practiced it a lot since I've been doing yoga, is that whenever I can't figure things out, whenever I'm feeling a little bit blue, a little funky, it can be on different levels, emotional or physical levels, I'll do this Kriya because it lifts you up. And what it does, it helps to move the energy, which is normally gravitating in the lower three energy centers, and distributes that energy through all the centers. It's the fastest, safest, and easiest way of raising Kundalini energy. And it uses a switch or a lock called root lock. You know two of these locks already, although I haven't told you what they are. And that is when your eyes are closed down and focused at the brow point, that's a lock. When the chin is level to the ground, slightly tucked in, that's a lock as well. And what I mean by a lock, it's more like a switch. It's a way of moving energy into the pathways or the nerve channels that the yogis have deemed necessary for opening and balancing these energy centers and giving you feelings of strength and vitality. Now, root lock is pulling the rectum, sex organs, and pulling the navel point in all at one time. Okay? Now I'm doing it, and now I'm not. Now I'm doing it, and now I'm not. This one's a little bit hard to demonstrate. You try it, as if I could tell you were doing it. Okay, apply root lock. Squeeze the rectum, sex organs, and pull the navel point back towards the spine, and now release it. Okay, pull it, and now release it. Wonderful job. Okay, now, what this does is that it moves, and actually, some of you may have been exposed to this exercise already. The natural childbirth people call this kegling. Dr. Kegel named this ancient yoga exercise after himself. What we're going to do is we're going to apply, squeeze all these muscles in coordination with a verbalized mantra. We're going to use that mantra, Sat Nam, that we've done with the breath and concentrating during movement exercises, and coordinate that with applying root lock and releasing root lock, right? And that is, when you say Sat, you'll apply root lock, squeeze everything up, and when you release it, you'll say Nam. And we're going to do it in a cross-legged sitting position. And let me demonstrate it to you once here. You can either sit just in a comfortable cross-legged sitting position, or you can sit in what's called half lotus, 1 foot up, or full lotus, both feet up. Whichever you can get yourself into comfortably, and still walk afterwards. Okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to have your hands together like this, and I'll demonstrate the whole thing first of all. Hands in a basket, index fingers pointing up. Here's the church, here's the steeple, open the doors, where are all the people? And this is how the whole Kriya looks. You'll have the arms up overhead with the elbows straight, and then I'll apply root lock as I say Sat, I'll release root lock as I say Nam, like this. Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. Okay? Now notice that my elbows were locked straight and that I wasn't moving my hands up and down. Neither is this a spine flex. You don't end up moving the body like this. And neither does the head kind of move about in random fashion. It's all pretty solid and straight, and all the action is happening right here. Mentally, you want to concentrate Sat at the navel point and the Nam at the brow point. By the way, it's perfectly normal if you start feeling warm during this exercise, because this navel center point holds a lot of internal heat from the yogic point of view. Okay, let's do it now. Sit one way cross-legged, one foot up, both feet up, or just as you're sitting right now. Hands in a basket. We're going to do this for a minute or so. Index fingers up, bring the arms up overhead. Just let the breath regulate itself. Eyes are closed, focused at the brow point. Okay, let's begin. Sat, Nam, 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 Sat, Nam. 30 seconds more. Nam, Sat, 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 Nam. Inhale. Stretch up. Now apply root lock. Squeeze the rectum, sex organs, pull the navel point in, stretch the arms up. And now exhale, lower the arms down. Good. Now just sit quietly. If you need to unwrap the legs, that's fine with the hands in the lap. Close the eyes. And just rest a moment. It's a good idea to rest after Sat Kriya because of its powerful effect on the glandular and nervous system. And now stretch the legs out in front of you straight and lie down flat on your back. Have the arms by the sides, palms up. Eyes are gently closed, breath is soft and normal. Now help yourself, allow yourself to totally and completely relax. You can just let everything go. You can relax the body part by part mentally if you'd like. You can use the tension or release method. Quickly relax, totally and completely relax. exhale. Feel the body, roll the hands and roll the feet. Stretch the arms up overhead. Big stretch up. And now twist the body from side to side. Bend one knee, twist the torso over the straight leg. Other side now. Now rub the hands together, rub the soles of the feet together vigorously. Draw the knees up to the chest, rock a few times on the spine, and rock yourself up. Good. Sitting cross-legged, sit tall. Have the palms together at the heart center. We'll sing the Sunshine Song now to someone who you'd like to help or heal or resolve a conflict with. As you see this person, as you feel them, have them at their very best, their healthiest, their happiest. Inhale deeply. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Inhale, bend forward, place the hands on the ground, bring the forehead to the ground, and exhale, come up and relax your hands. Thanks for coming. Come on back next week. We'll do some more yoga. Sat Nam.